everybody. This is Guardian Voice of the Missing. I am Tatum Gray, your host tonight. um, Hope everybody is doing well. It has been quite a busy week again, working on cases, some good updates, people that have been found safe, which is good, and then some new breaks in some of the cases that I've been covering and helping out with. Hope you guys are all good. Feel free to let me know that you're here. We'll go ahead and get started with tonight's cases. The first case that I'm going to cover is one that I do cover every week. This is Abby Rain Schaefer, missing out of Kansas City, Missouri on May 23rd of 2022. She was 22 years old at the time of her disappearance. She is now 23, 5'2" and 120 pounds. She has brown hair and brown eyes. She does have a birthmark on her forehead that you can see in several of her pictures on this flyer. She does also have her nose, lip, and ears pierced. She has multiple tattoos that you can see behind her ear, on her wrist, and multiple ones on her arms and shoulders. She went missing around 12:40 p.m. on May 23rd when she got into an unknown gray car with an unknown male who was sitting outside her home for about 6 hours prior. She was last seen on that door camera walking in, as you can see, in the tan crop top, black leggings, and Nike sandals. She was coming in to get her cat. The car and the cat have both been located. Abby's phone has been pinged in many places the day of her disappearance, but has since had no activity. She has had no contact with loved ones or on social media. Abby was last known to be taken to an address in South Kansas City, Missouri, where she was observed entering that address but never exiting. If you have any information regarding Abby's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call Kansas City, Missouri Police Department Sex Crimes and Missing Persons Unit at 816-234-5220 or the Missouri State Highway Patrol Missing Persons Clearinghouse at 866-362-6422. There have been several searches for Abby here recently, but nothing came about with locating her. And we have Daily Missing Persons Report. How are you doing? It's always good to hear. This is something new that Missing Persons Alerts is now putting out a daily missing persons report, like a news feed. Everybody should go check that out. It's really good. She's doing a great job getting information out on missing people. Our next case is going to be out of Arkansas. This is Alyssa Lee Morris. She is missing out of Pea Ridge, Arkansas on February 3rd, 2023. She's 15. At the time she disappeared, she is now 16. 5'8", 130 pounds, brown hair and blue eyes. Alyssa was last seen leaving her home wearing jeans and a white shirt. Alyssa and her younger sister had left their home in Pea Ridge, Arkansas, and had gotten in the back seat of a 4-door passenger car with a male friend and 2 other females. The younger sister has been recovered that night at a skating rink in Springdale, Arkansas. Alyssa is believed to be in the Springdale, Arkansas, or the Fayetteville, Arkansas area. If you have any information regarding Alyssa's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Benton County, Arkansas Sheriff's Office at 479-271-1009. Her case number is SOP 23-000942, and she is out on NamUs MP 10062. So hopefully someone in that area will see her and get her back home. One thing that I will say, I believe almost all my cases tonight are cases that are coming out of NamUs. NamUs is a national government database of missing persons. They also do unidentified and unclaimed remains. It is a great database. We are really trying to get all law enforcement to be using it. I will tell you, not all law enforcement know about it, but there are several different law enforcement agents that are using it, and I'm seeing a lot more activity on it lately and stuff. So that is really a great thing. I will be working on posting some of the different databases that agencies are using around the nation. All right. This next one is out of Georgia. This is Jace Thomas. He is missing out of Jonesboro, Georgia on February 24th, 2023. He's 15 years old, 5'9", 134 pounds. He has black hair and brown eyes. Jace is suffering from a traumatic brain injury. Jace was last seen wearing a black sweater and blue jeans in the area of the 1500 block of Bogato Way in Jonesboro, Georgia. If you have any information regarding Jace's disappearance or you know his whereabouts, please call 911 or the Clayton County, Georgia Police Department at 770-477-3550. And hopefully that he will be found. This is a case that I did share last week, but I did want to share it again. It is a case from 1991. This is Andrea Jerry White. She does go by the name Chick. She is missing out of Humboldt, California on July 31st of 1991. She was 22 years old at the time of her disappearance. She would now be 54, 5 foot tall, 115 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. She does have a 5-inch scar on the left side of her temple. Andrea was last seen in a black leather jacket, white shirt, Levi jeans, and possibly sneakers. She was carrying a black and white duffel bag with a purple shirt, black sweater, black spandex tights with lace at the ankle, and some black satin pumps. It is not known if she had her ID with her, and she didn't have a purse at the time that she went missing. Andrea was last seen in the Blue Lake, California at 1:30 p.m. on July 31st, 1991. She had been to court hearing in Eureka, California, and was hitchhiking back to Hoopa, California, where she was living. She was last seen on Highway 299, just east of Blue Lake exit. It is not confirmed that she may have gotten a ride in a green and white 4-door Chevy Impala with snow mud tires. If you have any information regarding Andrea's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call Humboldt County, California Sheriff's Department at 707-445-7439 or 707-445-7251. Her case number is 199-104-746. She is out on NamUs MP 33197. I know that her family is very concerned and worried about her, and hoping her family and loved ones will get some answers to her disappearance. And Allison is putting up Guardian Voice of the Missing group. That's one thing. I have the group, but I also have a page. So there are two different Guardian Voice of the Missing pages that are out there for everyone to check out. This next case is a case out of Arizona. This is Liberty Nicole Salazar. She is missing from Sayford, Arizona on January 30th, 2023. She's 21 years old, 5'4", 125 pounds, black hair and brown eyes. She does have her ears pierced and scars on her chest. Liberty is enrolled in the Pascua Yuqua tribe of Arizona. Liberty was last seen wearing a gray Puma hoodie, light blue jeans, and cowboy boots. She did have a pink wristwatch on. She was last seen around 11 a.m. on January 30th, 2023. If you have any information regarding Liberty's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Graham County, Arizona Sheriff's Office at 928-428-3141. Her case number is 23-000-985. She is out on NamUs MP 99734. The next case that we are going to cover is out of Covington, Georgia. This is Marcia Peoples. She went missing on January 23rd, 2023. She's 17 years old, 5'4", 270 pounds, black hair and brown eyes. However, her hair is colored a burnt orange and her ponytail is black. Marcia has a butterfly tattoo on her right hand and it says Rip Papa down her left arm. Her mother stated that she had left Saturday morning around 12 a.m. She had had no contact with her since she's went missing. It is unknown what she was wearing or what direction she went. If you have any information regarding Marcia's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Newton County, Georgia Sheriff's Office at 678-625-1515. Case number is 2023-03169. She is out on NamUs at MP 99808. And hopefully someone will spot her and get her back home. This next case is a case out of California on April 29th, 2020. This is Joseph Donald Thebrooks. He is missing out of Ojai, California. He was 46 at the time of his disappearance. He is now 49 years old. He is 5'10", 165 pounds, black hair and brown eyes. He does have the name Joey and his last name Thebrooks on his right arm, a vine that goes up and down his left arm, a cross on his upper left arm with the words "In God" above the cross and "I trust" below the cross. And he does have other multiple tattoos on his neck and body. Those are photographed here in the pictures below on his flyer. He is known to live as a transient, and he was last seen at a convenience store located at the 11408 North Ventura Avenue in Ojai, California. If you have any information regarding Joseph's disappearance or you know his whereabouts, please call the Riverside, County, California Sheriff's Palm Desert Station at 760-836-1600. Case number is 0222790028. His NamUs number is MP 100689. If you guys have any questions or have anything that you want to discuss, feel free to make a comment out there and I'll get those answered for you. Also, if you have any cases that you would like me to cover, feel free to let me know here or you can send a message. This next case is going to be out of Arkansas. This is Michael Allen Horner. He is missing out of Fayetteville, Arkansas on February 21st, 2023. He's 40 years old, 5'10", 180 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. His beard is trimmed, but it's red and brown in color, and he has a mustache as well. He does wear glasses, but he was last seen wearing his contacts. Michael has a tattoo on his right arm, "Come and Get Them," written in Latin, 3-inch heartbeat on his left forearm, and a Psalms verse on his left delt. Michael was last seen possibly carrying a blue duffel bag and driving his gray 2016 Chrysler Town and Country minivan with the 2023 Arkansas license plate 120ZZC, which is photographed there below. It does have 2 half moons and a full moon sticker on the rear window and a Razorback sticker on the tailgate. If you have any information regarding Michael's disappearance or you know his whereabouts, please call the Fayetteville, Arkansas Police Department at 479-587-3555. His case number is 2023-000-11982. He is out on NamUs MP 100509. I know I keep mentioning NamUs. Some of the things that have came up this week, take a little bit of break in between cases, is the importance of reporting. I know I cover it every week, but about not hesitating to report. Several cases that I'm working on, people waited for a week to report that missing loved one. And the sooner the police can get information and get out there investigating cases, the possibility of finding someone is greater. So I really, really do stress the importance. If someone is missing and it's out of their character, like you're going to hear in some of these cases where people are always active on social media, they're always talking to their loved ones, and then suddenly they don't. Make that police report. Call the police. Make sure that they're aware. Let them, go and do wellness checks and, see what is going on. I cannot stress the importance of getting a missing persons report as soon as possible. There is no waiting period anywhere in the nation. If someone tells you that, they're telling you incorrect information. Police officers have to take those reports. It is just something that is in statutes. I will tell you, not all law enforcement are up to date. There's been several changes with a lot of legislation with the missing persons, and there are a lot of law enforcement agencies out there, I will tell you, that are going back and they are retraining and making sure that all their officers are aware about the importance of making missing persons flyer. The other thing that I get a lot from families, and they're like, I don't know how I could have ever prepared for this, and I don't know what I'm doing. That's what is good, that you have advocates out there that can help you through that process. And I have so many families that they'll apologize to me if they forget a detail. One thing that I'll tell you, if you make a report and something comes up that you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't tell them that, call law enforcement back. Let them know about what you found, or what you may have forgotten to tell them. The more details that you can give law enforcement, the better for them to be able to investigate the case. So if I make a flyer or another missing persons advocate makes flyers or something, contact us back if there's something that you're like, oh, I forgot to put that in. I have no problem changing flyers and updating flyers. The information we could get out could definitely help find your loved one. So I don't want any of the families, if they're out there listening, never feel like you're an inconvenience to come to me or other advocates or law enforcement if there's something that maybe you had forgotten at the time. This is a very emotional situation, and we all get caught up in emotion and panic and everything. It's okay. That's the biggest thing I want to tell the families out there. It's okay. We understand. You're never a burden to reach out. Speaking for myself personally, no one is ever a burden that has reached out to me. If I don't answer the phone, I might be busy, but I'll get back to you. If I don't answer a message right away, I'll get back to you. I do try to answer messages as soon as possible. So, don't ever feel like you're a burden or an inconvenience. That is what we're here for, is to help you guys through this process. The other thing that I really want to touch on tonight is the fact of self-care. Families, you have got to take care of yourself. You have to sleep. You have to eat. I know it's not easy not to worry. That is something that I hope as an advocate, I could take some of that burden off of you. And I know there's other advocates that feel the same way. You have to take care of yourself because not every case is the same. People will come to me and say, well, how come, Susie Jones, she got found within a couple days, but my loved one's been missing for months. Every case is different. I would love for a missing person to just be found right away, but it's not always the case. I can't compare cases, when people ask me that. But the biggest thing is you guys have got to take care of yourselves. If you need to vent, send a message. I do have loved ones and families that have my phone number. You can call me. I will listen. But don't feel like you're alone. That's what we're out here for. But you have to take care of yourselves. That is just very important for the families. I just want you guys to know, take care of yourselves, and we will try to do everything we possibly can for you. William West, I haven't seen you for a while. Heard from you. He said, keep up the good work. I hope that you are doing well. I tried everything to get. Yeah, I understand that. Police to do their job and they refuse. I know there are some difficult law enforcement agencies out there. I'm hoping with everything that is going on right now with the families out there, with their voices, with the advocates that are out there fighting for voices. I hope there will be some great change, especially with some of the populations like Indigenous. I know there's some big changes coming that way. Um, the reason I started Guardian Voice is I want to get out cases that people don't see, because I believe everybody deserves to have a voice. So try not to get frustrating. I know it can get frustrating. I know when you don't hear anything from law enforcement, it's frustrating, but a lot of times law enforcement are doing their jobs, even though we don't see they're doing their jobs. And then there's some law enforcement agencies and just people in general that we have to change the way they look at our missing. People don't just walk out of their lives. They don't leave their children behind. They don't leave their loved ones behind. And we've got to change that opinion of people. Teenagers, not all of them are runaways. That's one thing, again, I've said in previous podcasts. I don't call teenagers a runaway because you don't know. I don't know what happens when people walk outside the door. We don't know. And any of us could fall prey to people. And that's why we have to, try to educate people to take care of themselves, be aware of their surroundings, protect themselves a little bit more, and keep in contact with people when things, on a regular basis. So hopefully, I'm hoping in the future that there is going to be some great changes. I'm really hoping this year because I'm already seeing some changes, and I'm excited about some of the changes. But every day we have to keep that voice going for our missing loved ones out there. You are most welcome, William. Anytime. Anything that I can do, I will try to do. This is a case that I had a flyer out and I do have an update on her. This is Nina Anderson. She is missing out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin on February 19th, 2023. She is 36 years old, 5'5", 156 pounds, brown hair and green eyes. Nina was last seen wearing a dark sweatshirt and black yoga pants, leaving her apartment around 11 p.m. She was carrying a light blue and pink purse. I will tell you that the family has a $10,000 reward for information leading to her whereabouts. So if you have any information regarding Nina's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Oshkosh, Wisconsin Police Department at 920-236-5700. Her case number is 23-006-725. She is out on NamUs. Her number is MP 100504. I'm hoping that with them putting that reward, maybe they'll get some information on her whereabouts. I'll talk a little bit about awards because I do have families that ask me, hey, do you think if we get an award out, that's going to, help? I've seen people give out $1,000 reward and get a ton of tips. I've seen people put out $1,000 reward and get nothing. I've seen people put $200,000 rewards to find their loved ones and got nothing. So rewards are not always a guarantee. It's kind of just up to you guys. If you think it may help, I would definitely, if you're considering doing a reward, I would kind of talk to law enforcement about it and see how they get their opinion on how they feel about it. So doing a reward is not always a guarantee. I can't even tell you how many cases out there have rewards that have been going on for years and nothing. But I don't want to discourage you because sometimes the rewards can, produce some tips. So it's kind of up to you guys. But if it's something family members want to talk about, I'm free to talk about it. Talk to law enforcement, other advocates out there. And just see what is the best option in your case. Because like I said, not all cases are the same and not all cases are going to get the same results. And he says the U.S. has an Amber Alert and we don't have that in the U.K. Yeah, I believe that we had talked about that one podcast, how the U.K. does not have an Amber Alert system. And that's something that I think would be beneficial for the U.K. That is another thing that I'm working on. And I will tell you that every state has different alerts. Florida has tons of alerts. They have the Amber Alert. They have a child endangerment alert. They have a silver alert, a purple alert. all sorts of different alerts. I would like to see all the states have more standardized alerts. There's indigenous people alerts out there. Um, I would like to see all the states have the same alerts because I think it is important to have those alerts, but I think it's also important that those alerts are being used properly out there. So, yes, I do believe the Amber Alert, when it's used, I think it is very beneficial out there. So, I would love to see if the UK would make some changes and get an Amber Alert out there. Most definitely. Camaro Alert, Silver Alert. Yeah, all of those are different alerts. All right, so we will move on to Quincy Walker. He is missing out of San Francisco, California on February 21st, 2023. He's 45 years old, 5'8", 167 pounds, black hair and brown eyes. Quincy was transported to the Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital at approximately 1400 hours. He left the hospital without being discharged. If you have any information regarding Quincy's disappearance or you know his whereabouts, please call the San Francisco, California Sheriff's Office at 415-734-3111. Case number is 230-126-549. Navis is MP 100638. There have been quite a few cases lately where people have been leaving the hospital for whatever reason. That always makes me nervous because if you're at a hospital, there must be something going on. And for people to leave with against medical advice is not always good. So if people could get his flyer around, hopefully he is okay. This next case is out of Paris, Texas, or out of Frisco, Texas. Sorry. This is Paris Monique Baker. She went missing on February 10th, 2023. She is 16 years old, 5'3", 120 pounds, black hair and brown eyes. She does have short dreads in her hair at this time, and she may go by the name Chico. If you have any information regarding Paris's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Frisco, Texas Police Department at 972-292-6010. Case number is 2301-4997, and she is out on NamUs MP 100725. And I always worry about our young folks that are out there and are missing. You just never know what could go on or happen with them. So I always look forward and hope that they will be seen soon. This is something that Allison's putting up. It's linked for resources. I'm not for sure where that's on. I know I have resource folders on both of mine that I've been working on slowly, trying to get them done because, of course, anytime I see a missing person, I try to get a flyer out or get their information out. In fact, I was sharing information right before I got on here about a bunch of different cases. So I will continue to work on those resources and get them out to you. If you ever need resources, feel free to send me a message or let me know. I know some people reach out to me at Guardian. Some people reach out to me on my Facebook page. That's always fine too. And I will try to get those resources out to you guys. And Allison did let me know those are my resources. So out on the Guardian page, those resources are out there for you guys. This next case is another case out of Arkansas. This is Robin August. She is missing out of Springdale, Arkansas on February 21st, 2023. She's 14 years old, between 4'10" and 5 foot tall, 95 to 105 pounds, black hair and brown eyes. If you have any information regarding Robin's disappearance or you know his whereabouts, please call the Springdale, Arkansas Police Department at 479-751-4542. Case number is 2311090. He is out on NamUs MP100581. And hopefully someone will see Robin and he will come back home. And I have 4 more cases for tonight's show. So if you guys have any questions or any comments, feel free to post them. This is Samuel E. Williams. He is missing out of Louisville, Kentucky on February 10th, 2023. He is 19 years old, 5'10" to 5'11". He's 120 to 125 pounds, brown hair, and blue eyes. Samuel was last seen wearing a gray jacket, a blue pullover shirt, black sweatpants, and black Nike shoes, size 11. On a surveillance camera climbing over the rail of the Big Four Bridge. Later on, his identification, personal papers, and vehicle were located in that area. If you have any information regarding Samuel's disappearance or know his whereabouts, please call the Louisville, Kentucky Metro Police Department at 502-574-7111. Case number is 8023009483. He is out on NamUs for 9100186. And I am hoping that he is okay. I do not know anything about the Big Four Bridge, so I'm not really, I've never been out in that area to know what type of bridge that is, if it's all over water or land or anything. So I'm really hoping, because that situation sounds like it could not be a good situation. But if anybody knows where Samuel is, or is in that area, please be out on the lookout for him. This next case is a case out of Michigan on April 1st, 2022. This is Savannah Ray Peak. She is missing out of Cadillac, Michigan. She is 34 years old when she went missing. She is now 35, 5'2", 130 pounds, brown hair, and blue eyes. She may have blonde-colored hair. Savannah was last seen in Cadillac, Michigan, with a possible destination to Florida. She has had contact with loved ones on April 1st, 2022. If you have any information regarding Savannah's disappearance or you know her whereabouts, please call the Michigan State Police Cadillac Post at 231-779-8040. Case number is 7160323. She is out on NamUs MP100673. Example of like with her case, I always try to tell people, even if you live like in Michigan and you live in Florida, it still helps to show those flyers, because you never know where someone could be, but also you don't know how far that flyer could go. All of us know people from all over the place, and that flyer could get shared and somebody sees it and they have a tip. So I always encourage people, no matter what state someone goes missing, to please go ahead and share that flyer out there, because it definitely could lead to finding someone and locating someone. Please check out 411 Missing, 411 Missing Hunted. I think I have heard of the 411 Missing. I don't know about the 411 Missing Hunted. But I think I have seen some flyers and stuff out on their group. Is that a international group, or is that one just for the United States, or just for anybody? Can you let us know, William? This next case is Sean Thomas Brang. He is missing out of Evanston, Illinois on February 10th, 2023. He's 27 years old, 6'1", 175 to 190 pounds, brown hair, and brown eyes. Sean was last seen wearing a light gray long sleeve t-shirt and dark gray jogging pants and black Allbirds slip-ons. If you have any information regarding Sean's disappearance or you know his whereabouts, please call the Evanston, Illinois Police Department at 847-866-5000. Case number is 231409. He is out on NamUs MP100208. And hopefully, I have not really seen much with him or his flyer going around. So if we could definitely all get to sharing his flyers, that would be good. One thing I will mention about flyers is I got restricted on Facebook again. I should be off of restriction around midnight tomorrow. They restricted me on a post that I did in 2021. It was t-shirts that I shared to my own feed, but they said it went against community standards. It was the Care Bears and the Thundercats. So I don't, and Ninja Turtles. So I don't know how that would go against anybody's regulations, but I guess Facebook decided 2 years later to punish me for it. So that is why other groups have not been seeing my flyers, unless I do know that a lot of people out of my group will share to other groups. And I so appreciate you guys sharing my flyers out there and getting these cases seen. But that's why I have not been sharing. I can only share on my group, my page, and missing persons alerts because I'm an admin. So those are the only groups that I'm getting my flyers to. So if you guys could help, push those flyers out in other missing persons group, because I know you guys are all in all different types of groups. So if you guys can help share some of these flyers and get them out, that we can help locate these guys and get them found. William says that the 411 missing is mainly U.S., but other mysterious disappearances around the world. Okay, so you guys might want to go check out some of their sites. There are some really good Facebook pages out there. A lot with cold cases, some with like new ones and stuff. So anywhere you guys want to check out new ones that might have more information on older cases, if you're really into cold cases and stuff like that, I would definitely go and check them out. So I'm going to go ahead and cover my last one for the night. This is Austin Bull. He is missing out of Phoenix, Arizona on February 21st, 2023. He is 25 years old. He's 5'8", 130 pounds, black hair, and brown eyes. He currently does not have dreads. I know a lot of his pictures have dreads except for one, but family has told me that currently he has taken his dreads out. So he does not have any dreads, but his hair is still long, I believe. Austin has 3 crosses tattoos on his neck, which you can see in the photographs below. He has that face mask tattoo on his chest, which is a little bit below where those 3 crosses are. He does have a number on his shoulder. It looks like it's 97 maybe. And then he has Yaya and Loyal Friend with roses on his forearms. And he does have a lot of different other ones. He has like a torch flame that is next to the word Yaya. Then he has the Loyal Friend. He has some different designs around it. He has this NFL with the house as well. I'm not quite for sure where that one was located. Austin does go by Prince Aslan or AJ. Austin was last seen wearing khaki pants, leaving his home around 19th Street and Camelback Road on the evening of February 21st, 2023, there in Phoenix, Arizona. His phone was later found on 18th Street and Indian School Road, which is by his school, which is really close to his home. It is unlike him not to be on social media or have contact with others. He is a producer and a musician. So that is like one of the biggest things that family had told me, that he's very active with what he does. So for him to not have his cell phone and not to be out on social media is very unrare for him. If you have any information regarding Austin's disappearance or his whereabouts, please call the Phoenix, Arizona Police Department at 602-262-6151. His case number is 2023-283650. I know his family is very worried about him and are hoping that something will come about and he will be located and get back home. So if you're in the Phoenix area or anywhere, please get his flyer shared. I know his family and loved ones would greatly appreciate it. Just like any of the cases that I've shared tonight, if you guys can share those flyers and get them out, showing support on the page and underneath flyers, I know that means a lot to the loved ones that are out there missing people. I'm not quite for sure what that means, William. And he is saying 76 people have vanished from Cork there in the United Kingdom. So I know like I'm getting on Guardian a lot more international cases being shared, which I think is great. I do have one out of the US case that I do have a flyer for. I have not done a lot of flyers for anywhere out of the United States yet, but I will never say no to doing a flyer. So if if there is cases out there that you guys want shared, I will try to do my best to get those shared. William said around 70 people have vanished around Manchester Canal. Yeah, there's a lot of places out there right now that there are a lot of people going missing for whatever reason. I know like down around California, Arizona, they're having a lot. There's a lot in Montana. There's just a lot everywhere. So any type of support that we could give those loved ones and let them know. Tonight is a little bit short. I guess I should have put some more cases in there for you guys. I don't have a located safe. I will tell you that I have had 3 individuals that I know for a fact that family reached out to me and talking to law enforcement that have been found. I'm very happy that they were found and they're located and they are okay. So I will have them on the road next week. I just have had such a busy week trying to get flyers out and with working that I didn't get one put together. But I do want you guys to know that there have been several people located safe, and I will put a reel together for you guys and get that out so you can see those cases. So I do apologize. I have not had time to get that done. And he also said, check out the staggering numbers missing in Poland, India, and Sweden. It is shocking. The missing persons around the world is just shocking how many people are missing. And the fact that a lot of these cases aren't being seen just really makes me kind of sad. It makes me sad for the families. So any cases that you guys see out there that you want flyers or, want to get them out more and shared, please let me know. Share it on the pages, get them out there because everybody deserves their case to be seen, and let's get more people home. That is my goal, is to get more people home and back to their loved ones, no matter what, because these families deserve to know what happened to their loved one. Where have they been? Where are they at? And just all people deserve to be safe. And when you're out there and not around people, it's not safe. I highly encourage kids to be careful when they leave their homes. If they go to a friend's house, have someone with you. It's not good to be walking around by yourself. I know here from where I'm from, it's just shocking how many kids that are under the age of 15 that are walking around at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, I'm an adult and I don't even want to be out walking at midnight, 1 o'clock by myself. So, I encourage parents to talk to their children. I encourage kids, don't be taken off. You're not grown. Like even as grown adults, it's not always safe to be out and going places. So, one of the biggest things I say is talk to your kids about safety, talk to your kids about where they're going, what they're doing. I don't expect people to take snapshots of their loved one. So they have a most recent picture of them. But everybody, I've had people ask me, how do I prepare? I guess the biggest way you prepare is just be observant, observe what your child or your loved one's doing. See if their behavior is different. The biggest thing is, people talking to people on the internet. It's not safe. You don't know who you're talking about. You don't know who you're talking to. It's not just kids. It's adults. Online, talking to online people, you don't know who they are. They could say they're anybody. It's not safe. And the grooming that's going on online, it's just scary. I know that I haven't got it posted yet, but I know that Nick Mick is working on something about explicit pictures on children on their phones, some sort of app or something to prevent those pictures from coming through on their phones, and stuff like that. I will try to do some more looking into that and get that shared out on Guardian. I haven't looked into it very much. I just have not had the time. But, the biggest thing is, um, with anybody, adults, you don't know who you're talking to. There's been so many cases out there that people are talking to people online and get into a situation that is not good. So be careful who you're talking to. Be careful where you're at, your surroundings. Just be careful out there, whether you're young or old. Um, I just can't stress enough for you guys to be careful out there and to be safe. If you ever feel like you're in a situation, have a plan. Set down a plan. Make a plan with your loved ones, your friends, your children. Make a plan. Like, what if I do get in this situation? What if a car comes up and asks me something? How can I prevent someone from taking me? These are all good things that I think are just important for everybody to have as a safety plan. So those are just some of the few things that I can tell you to do is setting down for children, coming up with a plan. If they're home alone and someone comes to the door, what do you do? If you're walking home and you're by yourself and someone approaches you, what can you do? If you're out at the club and someone approaches you because you're walking, to your car. If you're leaving work at night, you work at the hospital and it's late at night, how can you protect yourself out there from not being abducted or being swayed to go with someone? How not to be, groomed online. Those are all important things I think everybody needs to be educated on. So, if you need help, reach out to me, reach out to other great advocates that are out there. Reach out to them. I'm still, one of the things that I'm still working on is I still am planning on launching 2 more pages. One will be about unidentified people, and the other one will be about Indigenous. I have a big heart out there for Indigenous. I want their stories to be heard. I did do a reel not too long ago that did statistics on Indigenous people being missing and other terrible crimes that go against Indigenous. It is definitely a passion of mine to get more says. I will tell you that there are states now that are pressing statutes and some statutes that have started this year that I'm very excited about, educating law enforcement about taking it serious. It's just like our teens out there and juveniles taking those reports serious. Not everybody that walks away and disappears does it on their own accord. So I definitely, I am working on that and trying to get all that done for you guys. I have a lot planned for 2023, and I just want to say thank you guys all for the support. Guardian is over 1,200 followers and members, and that is just in the group. I believe the page is just as many. I cannot tell you guys how much I appreciate all your guys' support, the support that you give for these families and the missing. I'm very appreciative of all of that. So thank you guys. I wouldn't be able to do this without you. Missing would not be able, missing people will not be able to be found without you guys. And I know these families were not going to be able to get through this without all the love and support and prayers that you guys give. So William said, great work. Well done. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Some days I feel like I'm not doing enough, but I definitely try to do as much as I can do. The British public only knows missing people charity. They don't know all about the other sides. Well, maybe, William, you can help make that difference about the other sites and get that out to them. Rainbow Falls, you are most welcome. I look forward to some of the stuff that you have in the works and some of the other stuff going on in the Indigenous world as well. I don't know if she wants me to let out. She does have a missing loved one that I do cover. And I'm really hoping to help her get her loved one's story out there for her nieces, nephews, in her family, because it is very, I know she is really in a hard place, and I send all my prayers, prayers to all of you guys that are struggling missing someone that you love. And I really, another thing I want to point out, and I really do not have a problem on Guardian. Some of the other pages that I do admin from, I see a lot of problems with it. Is you never know when a loved one is out there watching. You never know when they're out there on the site looking. Always be kind. I promise you, you do not want to be in this position. This one of the cases that I do cover, and I will try to find it again, of a wife who was missing her husband, had wrote about the club of being in this club of having someone that is missing is a club that she wished that she never had to be a part of. So please be kind out there, you guys. Show support and love. Keep praying, keep sharing. We're not here to judge people that are missing. We do not know their whole story. And everybody deserves to have a voice out there. So that is what I'm here for. So with that, you guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will be back next week. I'm still trying to fit in a second podcast. I just have not been able to do it with my work schedule and stuff. But I'm sorry, guys, that I couldn't be sharing flyers out more places other than just my page and on Missing Persons Alert. But Missing Persons Alert, Allison has helped me get some stuff out. I've seen a lot of the family sharing my posts and stuff, and I appreciate you guys because, like I said, I couldn't do this without you guys. And everybody deserves a voice. So God bless you guys. I hope you guys have a great evening or the rest of your day. You're most welcome, Allison. And feel free to reach out at any time. I'm here for you guys anytime. And Rainbow said, you have much respect for our loss. Thank you. You are most welcome. You guys all touch my heart. So with that, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening and always feel to reach out and please share flyers and be that voice for all of our missing out there. God bless.